What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Dragon Age 2. So, before we head into Inquisition and finish off the Dragon Age franchise run, we do have one more expansion for Dragon Age 2 to do. I was initially going to do Mark of the Assassin 2, but I think we'll just do Legacy. This leads directly into Inquisition, so it would be weird to play Inquisition without doing this one. Now, as always, if you're new here or haven't yet, please do subscribe. Leave a like and a comment, and of course, if you want to catch up on the rest of the Dragon Age 2 Let's Play, go ahead and check out the description below. I got the whole completed series for the Let's Play down there, in order of course, and then I'll just tack this on top of it in the playlist. And then once we finish this, we can jump into Inquisition and get the franchise run completed. We already did Dragon Age Origins, Awakening, and Veilguard. Go ahead and check out my channel if you're interested in any of those games. My Origins playthrough is very, very good, if I do say so myself. So we have decisions to make here. Anders is gone, so we're going to take you. We'll definitely take you, and I guess our roguelike friend. Probably Varric for the flavor. I think Varric for the flavor. I think he'll do better.
I have a report you might find interesting. It tells of a chasm in the Vimmark Mountains, and a secret that was said to be buried within. Yet when the Chantry went to investigate, they were turned away by the Grey Wardens.
And why would I find that interesting?
Because the champion was there. I can't help but notice you failed to mention this adventure.
Oh, that? I didn't think you'd be interested. Just some business with Hawke's family. A few Carta dwarves who went too far. You're not going to believe me.
I'll take my chances.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Man, it's been forever since I played this expansion.
There it is.
That's where these dwarves are?
These are Carta dwarves, so they're more criminals and smugglers than anything else. They're not usually stupid, though. I don't know why they'd attack you.
They snuck into the gallows. If there hadn't been Templars to stop them.
But they failed, thankfully, and they haven't been able to kill me yet either.
You have a plan, then? I found their hideout, but my sources couldn't tell me anything else. It's all very strange.
Important to note that the Templars protected her, so after Meredith and everything that happened with Kirkwall has happened, the Templars are back running how they should be. Right, they saved her life.
Why do you say that? It's just the Carta, isn't it?
As far as my contacts in the Carta know, they shouldn't be here. There shouldn't even be a here. This place is invisible. A big blind spot on the map. Bianca's never been this suspicious, and she's twitchy to start with.
Does it matter? We just need them to stop trying to kill us.
A fine point. So, what's the plan?
Oh, I'm sure this is all a misunderstanding. Later we'll all have tea and we'll laugh.
Oh, your name is Hawke. I thought it was Locke.
Whoopsie.
I can't believe you two are joking about this.
Don't worry, Sunshine. The laughter just hides the pain.
At least the Circle let me come. I didn't want you to do this alone.
Let's go.
I mean, at this point, after all we've been through, right, I feel like Hawke would be feeling pretty sarcastic about all this. There is some really, really cool lore involved in this expansion. Kind of brings Hawke's story full circle, I think. Before we go too deep into all this, let's take a look at some of this. So, Varric I hadn't used in a while in my Let's Play, it seems. I recorded the original series for that a long, long time ago. Let's do... Get your crit chance up a little. You're already at 120, so let's just pump dexterity for him. And then in terms of this... What did we do? We already had Bianca's Song, Nameless Grace, Kickback. What are our options for you, Varric? He's pretty completed at this point. The knife. I guess we can do that. There'll be plenty of stuns popping off throughout this. One thing I do need to check real quick is to make sure that their tactics are all the same. He might still be set to Anders. Walk any, ranged attack, clustered, self any... Because anything that's set to Anders needs to be switched to Bethany at this point. That's really all we need to change with any of this. I'm just checking. Meryl, of course, is a big DPS damager. Looks like we're okay. Yeah, indeed. Perfect. So
I
you can
suppose we
just
should
get
take
on.
that as a warning.
Really? You think? But yeah, at this point in my head canon, I like to believe that Hawke just takes all this in stride, right? Just sarcastic about the whole thing. We've had Templars, demons, mages, abominations, arcane horrors. We've had everything try to kill us at this point.
People watching us.
They know we're here.
Like sewer rats. Of course, I'm gonna get all the free goodies no matter what. I'm hoping that I'm not too rusty in this game since it's been so long. Again, I think it's been like a year since I finished this Let's Play.
I assume I'm not the only one hearing things.
If I still remember how to use my build. And the boss fight for this expansion is a little bit of a pain, but in general, it's not too bad.
You, the brother and sister both, you're here together. You've come.
Is he referring to you and me?
Everyone.
I recognize that glaze over in his eyes.
Welcome, Hawke. They've come to us.
What does my father have to do with this?
It began with him and ends with you. Blood for blood, that's what we were told.
Did Father do something to the Carta?
You've come to us now, and that's the only thing that matters.
You tell me. How could I refuse such a delightfully worded invitation?
We must have the blood. You don't understand.
Right. So much for conversation.
He has that blighted look in his eyes.
Corypheus will walk in the sun once more.
And that's the first name drop of Corypheus. I think it was 6 and 7, right? I think we just chopped out wood. I believe. Bethany's doing her job well still. Oh, I don't remember her name. Meryl. God, that's how you know it's been too long. Yeah, my character's names. Yeah, that's still gonna get rocked. This build is very overpowered. I'm basically a gigantic blender. You occasionally hit 6 and 7 with this build, and then everything just falls over.
I'm practically
Get it. The double mage build in this game is so strong. Double mage with a Vanguard, Reaver, or Berserker, and it's just over. If you set them up to, in my original Dragon Age 2 Let's Play, I went through the tactics menus and how I have all this built, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and check out those videos. As we level up, I'll probably dip into the tactics a little more and re-show all that stuff. I just recently, actually, yesterday, finished my first Berserker Kazan Let's Play on the channel too, which is a very good game. I would highly recommend checking that out if you're into Souls-like things.
Somebody order a shot in the face.
It's already dead. Now we'll go get the archers before it becomes a problem. Got that wood. Speaking of archers becoming a problem, I'm at like half health. Stop that. They're gonna get off my squishies. Bethany just like flinging? Yes, she is. Okay, Bethany, pop off.
They're after us. For our blood. But why?
That's an excellent question.
The Carta doesn't normally act like this.
I'd like to know who this
Thank God we weren't down there when he hit that.
There should be answers here.
Amgathorn the Lonely Vigil. One watcher each generation will be chosen from the warrior caste. He will stand guard until his death. Only the constant vigilance of the stone's children can keep the foulness of Malvernus at bay. The burden of living in exile beneath the sun is terrible, but this sacrifice, this Amgathorn, will ensure the sanctity of the stone forever. Valos Atreides, by decree of Paragon Iona.
How many generations of warriors stood guard here? And why does that make me nervous?
Not only that, but it's not on any map ever, and this place shouldn't exist, and yet it's had generations of warrior caste dwarves sacrificing themselves for years and years. There's a lot about that should make you a little itchy. Check all the rubble. I will give this the same treatment that I did the original too. I'll make sure I read all the codexes and stuff if we get them. Stuff like this I'll just read in the moment, but... Amgathorn the Waste Yard. You who must serve beneath the empty sky, you stand between this poison and the stone. The ancestors will remember when all others have forgotten your name. Remember your oath. It must endure even beyond death itself. Be vigilant. If the pestilent one awakens, you will know it by these signs. The air will fill with the scent of putrefaction. You will hear a sound like the cadence of drums. Malvernus the Defiler will try to weaken your will and compel you to bear the orb of Amgathorn, but you must hold fast. This is the sacred duty that cannot be forsworn, lest the stone fall to poison and death.
Amgathorn is dwarven for sacrifice. That's not a reassuring name.
So some demon or something down here tries to corrupt people into carrying an orb of sacrifice from this place. And given the glaze over in their eyes, you can safely assume that whatever that is blight, right? It's darkspawn, clearly. Amgathorn the Foul. We called it Malvernus, the pestilent one. It devoured Tigers, turning our fairest work into a noxious waste. It consumed living warriors, turning their bodies to slime. And when its hunger was not abated, it consumed the bones of our ancestors. Foulness came from its touch, poison and filth and desecration. It threatened even the stone itself. The Shapers bound it, chained in lyrium stained with the blood of 100 warriors. But within the orb, it hungered. It waited. We carried it here to the wasteland of the surface, where it can threaten nothing of value. The stone will live. The stone must live. We have sworn to defend it from the foul one at any price.
Chained in lyrium. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, mages. And we know a lot more now, in hindsight, about the stone and
there it is.
delirium and the giants.
Here in the middle of nowhere.
Vimmark Chasm. Yeah, you literally have the Titans involved in anything lyrium. Lyrium is the Titans' blood, so protecting the stone is actually protecting the Titans, which are the dwarves' direct ancestors. At this point, we know that the dwarves come from Titans. Varric. Before anybody steps a little too far forward on that. That does, of course, despawn dog, unfortunately. Come on, then. Chunked most of his health out. And first. Get off my squishy. Nice of you to join us. Damage out of that. Let's go help the squishies here. There we go. Pull some aggro for him.
Varric is here.
Very good. And I can go about our business and loot. I mean, at this point, it's pretty funny, because we don't need any of this. I probably won't even use anything. There is a cool Warden set you can get out of this, full Grey Warden armor set, but statistically, it's probably not going to be as good as what we're already using, but I'll pick it up. It looks badass. That's actually the Grey Warden set that I modded into my Dragon Age Origins Let's Play for all the Wardens of Ferelden, so cool for continuity's sake, I guess. Pick that up. Mainly checking all this stuff for codexes. Also, apologies if you can hear the fireworks outside. Everyone in my neighborhood right now is setting off fireworks, so if that creeps through my mic. Apologies. Yeah, that stuff's been popping off since like 2 in the afternoon. It woke me up and made me very, very grumpy. Much of a match for us. You can play this expansion pretty early, actually, if you wanted the Warden set for your playthrough. This is pretty doable. Super, super early. It just doesn't make sense canonically, so I tend not to do that, but if you want the Grey Warden armor for your playthrough, you could totally come get this before you beat the main game without much issue.
I'm glad Mother... well... she didn't need to deal with...
Cool looking place. That building is actually going to be quite important later. And Bethany was about to point out there that she's glad that our mother isn't alive to see this. Scouts report. My team was sent to evaluate the fortified structures that overlook the northern caravan routes in the Vimmark Mountains. The Viscount's library suggests the buildings were part of an ancient Grey Warden fortress, constructed to guard the pass, but abandoned after the Free Marchers gained independence from Tevinter. Our examination revealed construction that is remarkably sturdy for its age. The fortress's foundations reach deeper into the rock than expected. 2 levels below the surface, we discovered a series of twisting underground passages, chiseled out of the mountain itself. I commanded the men to set up camp there. Not an hour later, one of the newer men reported voices from the depths. He flew into a frenzy, demanding that we leave immediately. Those unused to tight spaces often display such hysteria. Thankfully, I was able to calm him before his raving affected the rest of the team. But he was gone this morning. Tracks lead deeper into the caverns. We should follow him. From a scout's report, apparently quite old. And that sounds like the Taint speaking to him, right? And then, of course, the man with the ego leading them all is like, nah, we got this. Follow it in, think of the gold. I'm sure they're all dead. All dead and dark spawned at this point, I'm sure. Fuel for the Horde or whatever's down here, right? And there's already a lot going on too, so this is an old Grey Warden fortress, and there's dwarves that come here religiously to spend their whole lives defending this place. There's already a lot of things going on here. A lot of intertwining motivations from a lot of different cultures. No, that trap doesn't kill you if you don't stand on it. One thing I will do, however. I'm gonna hold until Varric disarms that for me. Thank you. Varric. Take care of that for me. Thank you, buddy. Very good. My big old blender. Actually, I have decided on the build I'm going to use for Dragon Age Inquisition as well. Since I did a rogue in Dragon Age Origins, then I did a warrior in Dragon Age 2, and in Dragon Age Veilguard, we're going to go back to rogue for Inquisition. I don't like playing mage, so we're not going to do that. But I have a really cool archery rogue build in Inquisition, so I'll be using that. You guys will enjoy it. I call it the yo-yo of death. That'll be a pretty fun one to play through again. It can, like, one-shot dragons. It's very strong. What's up? Nothing too serious to worry about though. I was gonna pop that ancient trap, but I'm actually not sure where the trap is that it sets off, so...
Break from the Templars giving me the head. All the time. Are you people ever planning to get a new Viscount, or is the Knight Commander just in charge now?
It'd be probably Knight Commander Cullen at this point, right?
Live in a big hole in the ground.
Is Meredith gone?
Do you think they fell down here and got stuck? Maybe a good rope ladder would solve this whole Carta problem.
Good rope ladder. Captured the Hawke. We have tracked Bethany Hawke to the gallows, where the mages are housed. Bring her intact and unharmed. The blood of Malcolm Hawke must remain pure. If someone gets in your way, kill them, but do it quietly. The Great One will reward you richly for your service. In the name of the Master Corypheus, may he see sunlight again.
Dwarves can't use magic, blood, or otherwise. And what's this got to do with father?
Carta should want gold, not blood. This is something different.
I guess we
Very astute. Christ. Get my buffs up. That'll take a second, but it's worth it. Oops. I gotta walk around the steps here real quick. Then we can backtrack and loot up. But I really don't want Bethany to get smoked by these archers. There we go. Praise Corypheus. Like many of you, I was once a thieving wretch. I was a servant to coin and my own base desires. And that is when I heard his call. Corypheus opened my eyes, just as he has opened yours, and showed me what was true. What is the Carta beside Corypheus? Nothing but dust and ashes. Only Corypheus is eternal. We are his hands and his eyes on the surface. We are the ones he honored with his trust, to dig him from his prison in the deep roads. When Corypheus steps into the sunlight, we will be rewarded. Praise him, praise Corypheus, from a scrap of parchment, evidently notes for a speech. I guess that's what we walked in on. He was about to give his little let's end the world sermon. Like they always do.
Why does the Master want this Hawke fellow anyway?
It is not our place to question.
Does it have something to do with the key? Didn't it belong to somebody, Hawke?
Who knows? You'll find out all about me here in a second. I do want you to take a look at that.
Easy as pie.
I love you doing that, Varric. That feeling is mutual. Look at all these goodies. Yoink, yoink, yoink. I don't even think we're allowed to carry that big of a stack of health potions. I'm sure they're just disappearing into the ether. I'm like 90% sure you're not even allowed to carry more than 6 or 7. That. And then the rubble. Okay, so if we actually go into our inventory real fast. Boots of the Fortress. Is this, I wonder... Yes, those are the Grey Warden boots. Yeah, so we've already got a couple pieces of the Warden stuff. We have the helm here too. Interesting that the boots here have landed inside the helmet section. Curious. Oh, never mind. That's just armor. My bad. That's just the armor section, period. So, I don't think this is part of the official stuff. I think it's all the Fortress is the set. But again, you already see with the boots, right? We have the room with +2 to attributes. The champion stuff is probably going to be where we'll be staying for this, even though we'll be grabbing all the goodies. But I will take any and all XP down here, so I'm going to be killing everything with a pulse. Which is going to start with these two chuckleheads. Doesn't it just look satisfying to watch your party nuke out the map like that? I love this game's combat. Origins will always be my baby, but this game's combat is very satisfying once it's set up. I think we're good. Now we can kill you. Well, that's rude. How do you like it? Again, just doing that for XP. I just want the points. We don't really need any more skills at this point.
Can you hear that?
I do, sometimes.
Drum beats. I've never seen it. And everybody follows you, and you always seem to know where you're going.
What about that time I led us in circles around the wounded coast for 3 hours?
It happened more than once, Hawke.
I thought you were just admiring the view. Yeah, it was a lovely day at least.
Always look on the bright side. The Great One's key. The wardens did not guard the key with care. It was left in a repository with objects of little worth. Trinkets. Dusty Grey Warden trophies. Not even a guard posted. Fools. If only they knew what they had and had lost. It will not wake at my touch. It sleeps, and its power remains within. The Great One says it requires Malcolm Hawke's blood to awaken it. Only then can its powers set him free. I will find the heir to the blood, and the Great One will reward me. Yes, let it be soon. From the Journal of Radagon, leader of the Carta in Kirkwall.
A key tuned to father's blood? Highly unlikely. He was no blood mage, right?
If this has to do with your father, we better get our hands on this key.
Well, we did pick something up from that chest. Where are my quest items? Can I not look at my quest items? I thought I could.
Am I in your stories, Varric?
Daisy, everyone is fair game for my stories.
I never hear any stories with me in them. What sorts of things do I do?
Well, you get lost a lot. You wind up in the middle of a dog racing track in Darktown, or in the Viscount's bathing room.
Man, they don't make them like this anymore. The background dialogue of Dragon Age Origins and 2 is very good.
The Master will rise. He will be free.
Garav?
Varric? No one told me you would be part of this. We were just going after the Hawke.
Why has the Carta been attacking me?
I can't say. The Master must be free.
Really, Garav? I thought better of you than this. I mean, gutting the occasional competitor for fun and profit, that's the game. But what are you all even doing here? Worshipping demons?
We drink the Darkspawn blood. He calls us.
There it is.
Why would you do that? Won't you just die?
It's the only way to hear the music.
Oh, come on, you nug licker. Snap out of it. There's no gold in hallucinating.
So basically, the guy heard the voices, the leader of the Carta, and then the voice told him to drink, and then he got all of his people to drink, and now they're all Darkspawn poisoned.
Why has the Carta been attacking me?
Excuse me, I already did this.
Really?
We drink the Darkspawn blood. He calls us.
Manners, Varric. Introduce me to your lunatic friend.
Hawke, this is Garav. He's a greedy, brilliant bastard son
love
of a
sarcastic
from the
Hawke.
Carta. Garav, this is Hawke. The one whose blood you want to drink, or bathe in, or whatever. But if you're after eternal youth, I've got to tell you, he's no virgin.
The Master is calling.
Definitely not after Isabella got her hands on us.
Garav, buddy, this isn't like you. Look, I've still got Bianca. Never misfired a day in her life. You don't want her to see her papa like this, do you?
Her papa? Did he make Bianca?
Varric, you want to spare this bastard?
Not if he's after you, Hawke. Bianca, I think it's time to say goodbye. Reinforcements, you bastard!
It'll take too long. How do you grab?
You poor, stupid bastard. I used to do business with the Carta, back in the day. Garav was a nutcase then too, but in a good way. He was trying to design a new type of repeating crossbow. Bianca was the only one that ever worked. I can't believe he ended up like that.
It is kind of a shit way to go, especially when you've created something so beautiful, right, with Bianca. But again, you join a ring of shit kickers and then they make you kick shit. That's kind of how it goes, right? So I think we're almost at the end. Let's see. We might be able to wrap this in time, actually. Buff up. See how quickly we can chop these guys down. I was about to wrap the episode, but then I see how close we are to actually the end of this section, so we may as well finish the section up, right? You almost killed Varric, you little roach. How dare you? Mages. Huh. We can return to Kirkwall here if you wanted to pause the DLC. Also, we're not gonna do that though.
Hawke, they told me you were going to be trouble. And look, you brought the whole family. How generous. I swore to Corypheus we'd bring him Malcolm Hawke's blood, one way or the other.
What does this have to do with my father?
The Master wants you. I don't ask why.
I will never understand people's pride in being puppets.
So it's Corypheus who's after me?
What Corypheus wants, Corypheus gets. From us, or from someone.
I aim to disappoint.
Corypheus wants some blood? Sure, let me just open a vein. How about a kidney, too?
Corypheus, we have done as you command. Your sacrifice is here. You will see the surface once more.
Okay, so we can. We're stacking 47 health potions. I was wrong about the cap it out, huh? Okay, let us plan B this. Here's what we're gonna do. Stop stunning me for just a second. Cut through all these archers real quick. Yeah, we didn't get Varric. We didn't save Varric in time. I paused a little too long on that fight right there. Sorry about that, Varric.
What the...
What is this? I can feel it inside me.
Oh, that is a strange one. They don't have one of those in the circle. And it was Father's.
This is going to take me to Corypheus.
Let the rats flee. So this is the unique weapon that you get in this expansion. It's called the Hawke's Key. But obviously we're not going to be using that because, again, 45 physical damage with no rune slots. There's no way it could ever be as good as what we got going on. What was I using before? Wasn't you? Was it you? Even that doesn't necessarily feel right. What else did I have here? Yeah, it must have been this. Curved blade, must have been. I guess I'll watch the video back after and see what I was actually using there, but I think it's that. Okay, and that's the wrap on the opening part of this expansion. That's the big old boss fight there with the Bronto, that's name I always accidentally read as Wanker instead of what it is. Let's give you an injury kit. Take that for me. Very good. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap this one on up here, and I'll catch you next time with the rest of the expansion. We'll carry on delving into this mine. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do remember to subscribe, leave a like and a comment on your way out, and I will see you soon with more Dragon Age 2. Okay everybody, have a great day.